Hello everybody, welcome. 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all very much. You saw that at the start there. And Daithi is my name. What you're watching, Songs from the Rural Room. We had 1,000 subscribers the other day, and this is the second anniversary of Songs from the Rural Room. How is everyone doing? Thank you all so much for all those great subscribers. I don't like to call you subscribers. Your community is a better word. You're a wonderful community. You've been sharing videos and you've been supporting the little project here for 2 years, and I want to thank you very, very much for that. As always, you know, the usual story. If you want to help the channel out, please hit that subscribe button. Please share this if you're watching it on other channels other than YouTube. Share it, let people know you're watching live. It'd be great to have loads of live viewers. If you have comments, they will appear on screen as you come in. Let us know where you're watching from, how you are, who you are, all that good stuff. And as always, of course, that virtual tip jar is always open. If anybody would like to help support the channel financially, I have a PayPal link there which you can donate to. Links, as always, for all that will be in the description below. So, who do we have with us? We have lots of special guests tonight. It's going to be a very chatty show. Before I continue, though, I've got a very important job to do here. Hang on a second. I'm just going to see. Like I said, this might not be might not be the most professional live stream that you've seen on the channel, but we're going to do our best. We have lots of guests who are professional, which is a good thing. But I am going to have a little drop of this on you guys. Hopla, as the Belgians would say. And excuse the vulgarity, I'm not going to use any kind of champagne glass because I keep dropping them, spilling them. So I'm going to use a big kind of half pint glass. That'll do grand. Santé Alamal, Sláinte, and to your good health. Once again, thank you very, very much. It means a great deal to have 1,000 subscribers on the channel. So cheers to you all. Paul Fogarty's watching, Germany, from Zavataland. Thank you very much, Paul, for tuning in. Of course, we've got Anna Geen, who'll be on the show later, hopefully, to give us the chat. Irish viewers, Dutch Irish viewers. Anna, thanks for tuning in. How are you, Luke? And Val, of course, over there. God, there's lots of great comments coming in. And Walter is there. Good man. I see you there, Sláinte, sir. I'll be talking to you later on as well. Loads of wonderful live viewers, which is great to see. And I hope to get to you all somehow in the course of the evening. So yeah, this is kind of a questions and answers situation as well, folks. I'm going to open that up as well to the public. If anybody wants to ask serious-ish questions about to me or or about the Rural Room, please feel free to put that up there as well. I want to just start off by doing a little screen share here. A lot of people came behind the show from the beginning. I have what sort of looks like notes here on my phone, and I will go through them here. But I do want to start. By talking about some of the great sponsors who got behind the show from the beginning. So let me see. There's the page I'm looking for. Let me just show you this. What can I see it? There, I can see it. Yeah. As I said, don't be too put off by the fact that this could be all over the shop tonight. Between nerves and all the rest, I want to try and get through a few things before we just open it up. I will be speaking to a couple of very special guests from my sponsors, which is brilliant. I will be talking to G Sharp, who are over in Kansas. I will be talking to Kaiser Capos, who are in Texas as well. Let's start over here. Café de Loge, this one down here on the bottom. Café de Loge, they have one of the best singer-songwriter venues in Ghent, and I was so lucky that when I started the channel, I suppose I was 6 months into it, and I was filming on a mobile phone, and bless her heart, Elke, my girlfriend, had a little Nikon phone which wasn't even fully digital, and I asked her if I could borrow that just to get the double angle thing kicked off in the room. And So that's how it started. And then I went to Café de Loge, who were running a great singer-songwriter venue in Ghent. A lot of you know that already. And asked them, would they get behind it? And sure enough, they gave me a big financial boost. They bought the very first camera for me, and in turn asked me to would I record their open mic night once a month. That's called Tuesday Circle at the Loge, kind of an organised, a well-organised open mic night down there in the heart of Ghent, where I think 6 artists come on stage over the course of the evening, and they play 3 songs each, and I was able to record them, and that became the playlist on the channel. If you're a follower of the channel, you'll know it became Tuesday Circle at the Loge, and I'm very, very grateful to Mika and Jos for getting behind me from day one. So thanks very much. I know you're watching this, thank you very much for being a part of the for the head start and for the real boost up the ladder there, Mika and Jos. Hiscox cases over here are an English flight case company, and even though they're not really directly associated with the channel, they came behind me, Daithi Rua, in my own songwriter career from about a couple of years ago. I put them in there because I'm very grateful to them. I get really good deals on Hiscox cases, and I suppose the problem with Hiscox cases is that they're too good. They last too long, so you don't get to buy many of them. But they're brilliant. British company, Hiscox cases, flight cases, if you ever need flight cases. So I wanted to just give them a little shout out and thank you. SE Electronics. That's a microphone company that I've been using for about a year now. I love SE Electronics. I love what they make, and I love the sound of their gear. I use a lot of, at least 2 or 3 different types of SE microphones, either on the road when I'm recording these videos, or live, or in the studio itself. Again, links to all of these great companies will be in the description below. SE Electronics, my microphone company, thank you very much. You make great gear, and thank you for giving me great prices and deals and looking after me here in the Raw Room. Up to Triad Orbit and Harley Benton. I'm going to put those together because Triad Orbit. What is Triad Orbit? Triad Orbit Advanced Microphone Stand Systems. I did a show in Germany on a very famous YouTube channel a couple of years ago called HP42. Henning Pauli runs a wonderful gear channel there in Germany, and he invited me on for a live stream. And that's kind of really after I saw what was possible in YouTube land and what Henning had built. I thought, wow, God, it'd be beautiful to have a little bit of that, a tiny version of that somehow in Belgium. And he really inspired me to look into the possibilities of creating a YouTube channel. So he was using a lot of these advanced microphone systems. Basically, you can bolt them onto walls, clip on the stands to different places. All the heads are intermodular. They're really, really handy and wonderful system. And again, if you want to check them out, please do so. Triad Orbit. There is they have a branch here in Belgium, and if anyone is interested in those kind of stuff, if you have a studio, it's really kind of geared for high-end studios and sort of people who are maybe need lights coming from the roof rather than on stands. They make great photo gear, great music gear. And again, thanks to Henning Pauli, I was able to talk to Triad Orbit and I get a very good deal on some of their gear. And that leads me to Harley Benton. Harley Benton are the house brand of Thomann online music store. And they very, very kindly, you may have seen my Harley Benton video here on the channel where I went through some of the Harley Benton guitars that I have in studio. Not very costly guitars, but really, really good for the price. And they very, very kindly sent me a top of the line acoustic guitar. So a shout out again to Harley Benton and all the gang over there in Thomann for getting behind the show. Big thumbs up, and again to Henning Pauli for giving me the contact and the inroad into those companies. Lots more comments before we go to Kaiser in G sharp. My dad is there. How are you, Marcin? May the road rise. Thank you, sir. Sláinte to you. Where's me cava? Oh, cheers. Always there tuned in. We have Mr. Bernstein from Hell, the boy from the County Hell. I'll be talking to him later on as well. Maita Louisa is here. Noel is there and Wilfred. Great. So many live viewers. It's lovely. Lovely to see you all. If I miss you in the comments, I apologise. There's a lot coming in. I will be talking to Kaiser Capos. Meredith will be joining me for a chat from Texas. I've been with and using Kaiser Capos for many years, since the late 80s really. And a man called Randall Williams that I met in the Brussels songwriting scene. He was one of the marketing directors for Kaiser at the time. He was also a singer-songwriter. And this is going back now to the late 90s, early 2000s. And Randall he showed me a lot to do with partial capo techniques. He introduced me to the shortcut capos. And then after a few years of knowing him, he said, maybe I can organise that you get a custom capo. So the Daithi Rua custom capo was born thanks to Randall. And I since became a rep here in Belgium for Kaiser Capos. They very kindly ship me Kaisers for me and for you guys, and a lot of you have bought Kaisers from me when I do get a shipment in from time to time. They have just agreed to make the Rua Room. Hey, the brand new Rua Room Kaiser Capo is on the way as well, and I'll be talking more about that as the days and weeks go on. There is a goodie bag on the way from Kaiser as well that we might be able to do a little giveaway. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks so much to Kaiser Capos. I'm looking forward to talking to Meredith from Kaiser Capos a little bit later in the show. And finally, last but not least, brings me to G-Sharp guitars. And G-Sharp guitars, as you all know, the world's finest travel electric guitars, and they've been behind me for a long time in my own shows. A lot of people have bought G-Sharp guitars. They're invented by a Norwegian called Øyvind Fjell over in Fredrikstad, and a lot of people in the world, from John Gorka to Mark Knopfler to a lot of people have bought G-Sharp guitars and used them in whatever application they see fit, usually in the studio, sometimes live as well. But I'm very delighted I'll be able to talk to Alex later on from G-Sharp guitar. So there, I wanted to go through the sponsors, just give them a shout out. I get looked after very well. If anything goes wrong with any of the gear, these companies always sort me out. Sponsorship deals are not free gear, as you all know. Endorsement deals are sort of very low price stuff. So I don't get it for free, but I know I will be getting a few samples of the new Kaiser Capo. The Rua Room Kaiser Capo, so keep a lookout for that. Thanks very much to all you folks. So I'm just looking at the chat here again, folks. If anyone wants to say hello or wants to ask a question about the room, feel free to do so. It's been a lovely journey. It's been 2 years. So it's been hard work, but it's been great work. It's been a lot of fun. One day, a fella called Niels the Caster came in, and he was with a lady called Sarah the Smith, and I was recording them in the room. Two great artists from Belgium, and so I had this. They recorded a song which sort of became the theme song. So I had a little video, a little welcome to the Rua Room video, which I thought maybe I'd give a play now too, just because the song that Niels the Caster and Sarah Smith wrote, I use it as sort of I use it as the theme song for the show. Really cool. Let me just play it for you, because it's if you haven't seen it before, it's great. And I use some of the quotes from some artists who've been in the room. So it's about a minute clip, but let me play it for you. A lot of great quotes from a lot of great people on this little clip, and the background song written by Niels the Caster and Sarah the Smith. Check it out.
Another time, another place, a different name, another face. Ooh, he got stuck inside a cloud, just himself crying out loud. In the
How nice is that? Fair play to you, Nils the Caster and Sarah the Smith. I love the fact that that full video is on the tube, folks, with them actually performing it. If you want to check it out, but how lovely it is to have that. I just, after getting a PayPal donation there from someone I won't mention right now, but that was very nice of you, Sarah. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Didn't expect that at all, but we might talk about that later on when I'm talking to you. Thank you so much. That was very, very kind of you. Who else is online here? Talk to my dad. Oh, hello, Gabine Lambert. Lovely to see you. Great to see you. Lovely. And of course, Jana from the Czech Republic is in. How you doing, Jana? Great to see you. Jana has a video on the room as well. Really great to see you. So, wonderful. Has everybody got a drink, lads? Because this is going to be, you know, like I said, anything could happen tonight. But at least if you're all drinking with me, I won't feel too bad. I won't feel too bad. Liva della Nota. Great to see you, Liva. Thanks. Cheers, everyone. The thing about fizzy drink now is I could be burping a bit. Wait, thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm going to talk to you in a few minutes. I'm wondering now. Let me see. Ah, there he is. I can see who's backstage, and I've got a couple of guests to talk to. Of course, I see Chris is on the Merlot. Thank you, Chris. Is it? Yeah, going down well, I hope. Lovely to see it. We'll be talking as well in a little while. I went through most of the stuff I needed to there just now. I'm reading notes here. Excuse me. I want to talk to the first guest tonight. He's one of the very first Irishmen that ever dragged the guitar across the threshold of the Rua Room. He's from County Clare, and he lives down in Leon. And he's a definite character, and he comes to Belgium quite a bit. And I'm going to invite him in here now, and hopefully he's not too scary tonight. He could be. Let's see if it's Davo Gorgangani. I'm not sure. Oh,
how are you getting on?
Hello. How are you?
I've been sitting there waiting for the last 15-20 minutes.
Have you? 20 minutes?
Drinking champagne and your pistons are fucking cool. Jesus Christ. What do you like at all?
I know, I'm shocking.
How are you, Daithi?
I'm good, sir. Davo Grin,
put a bit of light in. Put
a bit of light on yourself. Look, it's great that you dropped into us there tonight. You're in Leon, are you?
Sure, why wouldn't I be? I'm not.
Where else would you be?
Living near Leon now. I've moved to the countryside.
Good man. Same as myself.
I'm out in the Beaujolais region, about 40 clicks north of Leon.
When you're coming up next time, will you bring some of that nice wine with you?
I will.
Good man yourself.
I
heard the Beaujolais wine is good.
Tis good. Yeah, it's the harvest season right now, so they're going mad. 6 o'clock in the morning, they'll be all going out in their tractors and
You were one of the first Irish lads to come to drag a guitar across the threshold.
Well, you pulled me up the stairs by me ear.
I did. I forced you in.
Forced me in.
Yeah. You sang.
It was a pleasure, and I was thinking about it. When was it, and what was going on at the time? And I remember it was my second tour of Belgium.
Was it?
And there I am now. Yeah.
There you are. Yeah.
It was my second tour of Belgium, and I was kind of new into the scene, a new kid on the block kind of a thing, and I was really enjoying the gigs. And you were certainly very welcoming and very helpful to me in those first. You're showing me the ropes and showing me the who's who and what's what, and let's go here and try this out. And it was great. Fair play to you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate
it too. You have plenty of fans down this neck of the woods, like Jack Rabbit, for example. Yes, and
I can't wait to get back. I can tell you.
Yeah, it's of course, what were you doing during lockdown? I mean, you were making stuff. How long have we got? Yeah,
I got very creative very fast, Daithi, because I didn't really have much of a choice about it. And I said, this could drag on, and all my gigs are gone. The whole year is gone. Everyone else, the whole fucking year is gone.
Absolutely.
So, around the Bialtana festival time, or even before that, I got in touch with this friend of mine over in Canada who runs what's called the Healing House School in Canada. and basically it's holistic teachings, and they teach you all sorts of things, like from meditation to, and the drum. I'm really very interested in working on the drum with meditations with my bodhrán. And so basically, so addiction counseling and men's self-care and stuff like that. Self-care.
That sounds great. Yeah, well, a lot of us could
Going
use
into
it right
therapy.
now.
Going into therapy and going into the holistic care and self-care kind of a, you know,
That's fantastic. Yeah, well,
putting
that's
to
something
good
that's
use.
very absolutely something. Something we all could use, I think, Davogan these days.
Thanks, Luke.
Oh, yeah, there's Luke indeed. He cleaned up nice tonight. He did. We all did.
I tell you
Thank you,
something about
Sam.
that Luke fella. Let's have a laugh about that Luke fella, right?
Yeah, give us a laugh about Luke.
He was so entertaining during the beginning. You remember the first 6 weeks of the lockdown? Himself and the missus got out in the garden.
Yeah, I do remember that. They were
Pure
off out going.
entertainment. So
Pure
thank you
entertainment,
very
yeah.
much.
Val and Luke are brilliant.
Val and
Yeah, they
Luke,
don't
thank
give
you
one
very,
damn, and
very
it's
much
wonderful.
for the daily laughs.
It's absolutely brilliant. They were absolutely great people. Yeah, absolutely. What was I going to say? Yeah, I want to just play a tiny bit of this song for the people who don't know who Davogun is. This is you singing "Talk to Me."
With an outstretched hand,
One of your fine songs.
I'm waiting for something to eat.
Well,
I'm hoping for something to eat.
That's a song about the homeless. You were saying, Davog.
tis indeed.
Yeah.
You missed the singing,
You're-
you know. Gosh, when I hear myself singing that, I was playing the guitar the other night, Daithi, and I swear I played for about a half an hour. My fingers were sore.
Yeah, I'm the same. When you pick up a guitar again and your fingers start getting sore, you know that you haven't
Haven't been playing,
touched it
man.
enough.
Haven't been
That
playing.
is very true. That you haven't been
Right,
touched. No.
So it's funny times we're in. It's funny times. I mean, I haven't given up singing at all. Don't worry about
Oh, I
that.
know that. Yeah, and you're going to come back and see us
about
up this neck of the woods.
I am. I'm coming back. Hopefully now. It's still there. I'm coming up to Belgium. I'm coming up. You'll help me out there. Michelin is one gig. It's in,
Michelin is one gig, yeah, that's for sure.
with Katja.
That's
And the other gig
right.
is with Kathy in the art studio over there on the other side of Holland.
In
of
Art
Belgium.
Studio Bricat, that's
Voila. There you go. So
Which
those two gigs are still on, and I'm definitely coming up for them. I mean, Jesus, I really miss singing, man. You know.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's a big part of all of us, of course.
It is. So what I've done is I've set up a new system, because Facebook is Facebook. You know what I mean? And I'm getting really tired of Facebook. I'm tired of all the vitriol on Facebook and all the negativity.
I know what you mean.
There.
Yeah.
And I kind of go in there avoiding everything. Like, you just go in there, do whatever you got to do, and get that fucking hell out of there, because it's kind of toxic at the moment. You know what I mean? And I want to take my art and my music and what I do off Facebook and put it somewhere where it's more appreciated. And I'm not devaluing it, because
No.
So
So you went with Patreon. You were saying.
Patreon, yeah. I've set up a Patreon account.
I have the
And it
website
takes
there
out-
for people who would like to. Yeah,
Thank
have a
you
look.
very much, Di. Fair play to you. So my Patreon account, and that's for there's 2 tiers on this Patreon account. It's €5 a month or €3 a month, and basically I'll be doing regular gigs on that page. I'll be doing poetry readings. I'll be doing history time. I'll be doing bodhrán lessons, whatever. I'll be doing loads and loads of different things. It'll build, and as it builds, the more creative I get with it. As those who follow me on online know that I enjoy creativity, and I love
You
photography.
sure do. You're very
and
creative, man.
poetry, and I love putting stuff together and all of that. So I'll be doing that there, and and we'll be gathering a tribe together. I was very influenced and inspired even by Anya Nityril, who you know yourself.
Yeah. Wonderful woman too. Yeah, very hard worker. Yeah.
Down in Australia, and she set this Patreon thing up a couple of months ago, and it's flying. And she's got a lovely tribe of a lovely community of followers with her now, and I'm one of them. I follow her myself, and it's lovely. Every week she's putting up a lovely concert, and sometimes she does cooking, and sometimes she does, takes us on a walk, or it's lovely.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
she really has it down to a fine art. What she does, Anya does is great. And we have if anyone wants to find out more about Anya Tyrrell, go to Raving with Rua. We have an hour's interview there with Anya's songs as well.
That's right.
As we have, of course, with Davog. And if anybody wants to support Davog, go over to his Patreon there. Become a monthly subscriber. It doesn't cost a lot. I think it's the minimum is $3
Minimum is
a month.
minimum is three, and then it's up to 5. Yeah, and
It goes up
basically
along.
it's access to all of what I'm doing. I've also, as I said, I've been taking courses. I've been taking loads of online courses to train to be a counselor, addiction counselor, and a men's self-care counselor. And also, while I was doing that, I was going back to jewelry. I used to make jewelry back in my late teens,
You were saying that.
early 20s. So I've been very busy making jewelry, all kinds of different stuff. I'll just give you a look at something quickly while I'm here.
Please do. Put that in full screen for you there.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the internet connection doesn't do it justice, but it's beautiful. You have little bits of metal mixed with
Little bits of
stone
metal.
and metal and stone and all kinds of precious
That's
objects.
about it. Precious
Yeah.
stones, and there we go. They've got another
Gorgeous.
one there. So
Yeah.
anyway, people can check that out as well. There you go. Anyway, that's
That's your thing.
my sales pitch done for the day.
Well, look, and maybe you'll come back in later on for the party. We'll all be on tea or wine or whatever we're having. You're welcome back later on. I'm gonna
Anything
go.
could happen.
What?
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. It's going to be all downhill from here, really. It's just lovely to connect with a few people here tonight, you included, of course.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you for supporting the channel, for coming on. We did a
Pleasure.
we did. You've been on the channel a few times now, and hopefully you will be. And we'll see you in Belgium, Davog. Thanks so much for the
pleasure, my
chat.
man.
Patreon.com, folks. Davog Rin. Check that out and support the man if you can. I'll see you soon, Davog.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Slán a while, you sir. Come back later, perhaps. Bye. The mighty Davog Rin, folks. There you are. So I saw Fergie Milton there from Athlone as well, wishing me well. Thank you, Fergie. I appreciate you tuning in. You've been there almost from day one as well. Much appreciate you joining us, and thanks a million, buddy. Great to see you. It's great to see you. What else do I need to do now? Yes, I have. As I said, lads, you have to bear with me tonight because I have a lot to get through, but I'm getting through it. I'm trying to read the comments over here as well and read notes, and but that's okay. Inika, my neighbour, is online as well. Hello, Inika. She's a few doors up. She's been listening to the YouTube channel the whole afternoon. Glad you reached 1,000 subs. It opens up new opportunities, and we'll follow this live while creating. Thanks, neighbour. Thank you, neighbour. It's great to see you. And I have Elka out working in the garden, and as we speak, and I'm here doing this. Fair play to you, Inika. Great to see you. Dominic Madden is here from Ireland as well. Hello, Dominic. Thanks for promoting all of us, Dominic Madden. Fair play to you, Dominic, for the lovely words. And thank you for your great songs and your great work as well, Dominic. You're a mighty writer. Thank you all for tuning in and for leaving these great comments. What is on the agenda next? All going to plan. We will be with G-sharp guitars in a few moments to talk to them. I'm just looking. Oh no, I'm wrong. Carol is next. Sorry, Carol. I see you in the waiting room there. I see you in the waiting room. A very special announcement here from my dear friend Carol. Carol van der Malen is online. All going to plan. Are you there, sir? Yes.
Happy birthday!
To me. Does that say happy birthday behind your head?
Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does.
Look at you. Aren't you mighty?
Would I actually showcase it if it wasn't your birthday?
That.
Happy birthday.
You're a mighty man. Thanks, Carol. I don't know. This is probably your 18th time on the channel. Is it already, Carol? I've lost count. I don't know.
I think actually you switched the numbers up. I think it's the 81st.
Is it? Okay. Well, anyway, it's great to see you again. You were here. We just did a lovely run of stuff with Bootleg Heroes. Of course, people who watch the channel will know you as being the spokesperson for COVID-9000. That great Spotify playlist that we put up there recently, and a lot of great music on that. That went well for you.
Yeah, that was a great initiative. I think because it had such a big impact, and I'm glad that we, through our initiative, managed to give so many musicians like an actual lease on life with their music, even during Corona. You know, when
Especially during
concerts
Corona,
weren't a
yeah.
thing, and then releases were being pushed back. So I'm just glad that we managed to get some music out there to the people.
Yeah, absolutely. You did great work there, and I know that it was like there was three batches of playlists which happened. What was the total number of artists on the whole list? Was it 30 or more roughly?
I think it
10?
was. I think in the very end we had about like 32 artists or something. So a very nice diverse selection. And just FYI to all viewers out there, the COVID-9000 playlist still online on Spotify.
Good man.
The artists still really benefit from people listening to it. Hell, I see that we still get listeners every day. So yeah, go check it out and support some local talent.
Brilliant. That's yes. Good that you mentioned that. It's still out there for anyone who wants to download it. If you use Spotify, please have a look at that. COVID-9000. It's called. Bday put it up there for me. Good man, Bday. Yes.
Hey,
he's on the
Bday.
ball.
Perfect.
Yeah, he is. How you doing, sir? Maita Louisa is one of your number one fans there. Hey, Maita.
Hey, Maita.
It's lovely to see you, as always. So come here. You just released a Rule Room Rambles of one of your projects, and the Bootleg Heroes are a great duo, folks, and I had a great honor of producing and working on your last EP, and rumor has it that we're going to start working on a full album in a few months' time, maybe when things calm down a little bit. That's the plan for Bootleg Heroes, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Jim Kane and I was talking to Koba, and they said, we're going to send Carol to you. We're sending them over again to talk about another brand new YouTube project this time. So spill the beans, sir. I've been waiting to hear about this this project. It sounds really exciting.
So it seems that I seem to be a spokesperson for a lot more than just my own band.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does.
But yeah, indeed, we're actually very happy to announce right now, I Got You Covered. It is a new initiative that we're setting up to help artists within Belgium also reach a broader audience by actually covering each other mutually.
Brilliant.
So, for example, to give a small example, Daithi would cover Bootleg Heroes, and then Bootleg Heroes in turn would cover Jim Kane, for example. So that very briefly is the concept. We're gonna have local artists cover each other, and they can do very creative things with the songs. They can even translate them in other languages if they want. Put them into whole different genres. Anything is possible. So we're actually really, really curious to see what's going to happen with that.
It sounds great. It sounds great. It really does. And will this be open to people from different countries? Will it be kind of open to different genres of songwriter? Or how do you see it going?
So different genres for sure. As for different countries, I think it's best if I don't say anything about that before first consulting with my fellow project members.
Maybe that's for the best. Yeah.
We'll see.
Just to see how
exactly
how the lie of the land is. Yeah. And was it? Did the three of you kind of sit down and come up with this concept? I know. Well, it's not of course not a new concept covering. But I suppose you won't be covering sort of very well known songs. The idea is to cover sort of lesser known, unsigned artists. Am I right?
Yeah, the idea is really that local artists can discover each other, and that also the fan bases of these local artists can start to discover each other. We noticed with the COVID-9000 playlist that you really notice that people who are fans of a band are very happy to be introduced to other bands that are maybe, geographically still from the same city and such. So, we're trying to achieve kind of a similar effect here. And I think it could work really well.
It's lovely. And so the idea is that you guys will create these videos, or the artists will create their own video of the cover, give it to you guys for the YouTube channel, and I will kind of link it on songs from the Rule Room. That's the plan, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe we're thinking about possibly bringing. You were saying maybe bringing out four artists each batch or something like that. Is that the plan?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be working in batches of 4 artists every single time, and it would be really lovely to have like a little bit of a conversation with all 4 of those artists after they've wrapped up their covers, so that everyone can kind of discuss how they felt about their covers, if they thought it was challenging, because of course it can be pretty challenging depending on the
Sure
song you
can,
get.
yeah. And so maybe then I can talk to them on Raving with Rua then at a later time.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well,
Exactly.
that's great. That sounds like a great kind of a that'll help both of us. It'll help the channel a great deal. It sure
I
will.
think so too. And then before anything else, though, I also posted a little link here in our private chat with in the backstage area of this wonderful live stream. People who would be interested in already liking the Facebook page. It's not necessarily fully complete and up and running yet, but if you're already very intrigued by what we just said, in about a month we'll go live. You can already like the Facebook page. I'm also going to look up the YouTube link. So that there you go, perfect.
Just like that.
And you
See,
can
I'm
also,
almost a pro. Yeah.
All right. you seem to have used YouTube before. It's
I
incredible.
don't know what's going on. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm not. The Kava hasn't kicked in 100% yet. But you were saying, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, Carl.
We've already set up like the basis of the social media. So, for example, there's a Facebook page. There's a YouTube page also that I've also now put in our little private chat. And if people are intrigued by the concept, I encourage you to go like the page, to go subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then as soon as it goes live, you'll see everything that releases. And then, of course, you'll also see it pass by here on the Real Room. So cannot wait for that.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. It sounds great. Well, look, it's a great initiative. IGYC, I got you covered, music folks. So you can like that page already and keep an eye on what's going on. And it sounds like a wonderful initiative. And I know a lot of the viewers to this channel will be very interested in that. So I thank you very much again, Carol, and a shout out to Koba and the great Jim Kane for doing all the what will be all the hard work and editing and all the putting together that needs to go into something like that. And yeah, if you're on the channel, folks, and you've seen Bootleg Heroes, check them out. They have 2 videos now, one Rule Room Rambles and one song from the main room. Share those videos. That's what gets subscribers. That's what gets the music out there belonging to the artists that we're trying to support here. Carol?
And thank you in that regard for everything you do for us. I mean, it's been 2 incredible experiences recording and then doing the full EP. It's been great. So, I just want to tell you once more, happy birthday and well deserved with 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you, mate. Upward and onwards. I think we broke it. I think we're on the 110 or something. Anybody can check there and put it up there in the comments. Let me know. We're over the hill now of 1,000, so we'll keep going. Perfect. Upwards and onwards. Carl, I look forward to talking to you soon, having a beer, working on the brand new album from Bootleg Heroes, and we certainly will push that around. IGYC, I got you covered, music folks on Facebook. I see you down the road, sir. We'll plow on here. Good night and thanks.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
Bye, Carol. See ya. What a great initiative too. That's the great Carol and. Please check out that Facebook page, folks. It's great. It's a great initiative. I want to. There was a few people sent in little videos. I'm going to remind you again to hit that subscribe button. If you are new to this channel, it's called Songs from the Rule Room. This is my 2nd anniversary party live stream. Hooking up with and chatting with friends from all over the world tonight, and just chillaxing and killing a couple of hours here on the net, and it's great fun so far. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, please. We're just gone over the 1,000 subscribers, and we want to push it out. And of course, to remind you, as time goes on, if you find a song you like, please share them out from the channel. Ask people to subscribe. The more you share the videos, the more they get seen and get known. So thanks for that. There's a couple of more donations that came in there, by the way, which is not the aim tonight, but I already got a couple, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Sometimes people will visit the shop, which is just therealroom.com, and they might buy something there to help the channel. They might donate directly to the PayPal link. As the man says, peeing in the ocean, every little helps. So if you want to do that, feel free. There's no obligation to do that at all. Subscribing, sharing videos is perfect. A couple of people very graciously sent me little videos of congratulations, and it was so touching and lovely. I'm going to play half now and maybe half later, so bear with me while I play this for you. This is really, really lovely. Just let me find it here and give you a sample of this.
Hi everyone, I'm Romani. Happy birthday to the Rua Room. Thank you so much for all you do. I still remember the first open mic I performed at, and I saw a flyer of the Rua. Recorded some videos, and it really helped me kickstarting my musical journey and my interests. So thank you for all you do. Keep on doing what you do, and happy birthday from Australia. Bye.
Hey Dahi, it's Eva. She and I want to congratulate you and the Rua Room. Yay! Thank you so much for the nice interview we had, and I wish you all the best and more years to come, more great artists to come, and so on and so on. Mwah.
Hey, Aaron English here in Nashville, where we're currently getting pummeled by the tail end of Hurricane Laura. Daithi, congratulations on 1,000 YouTube subscribers for the Rule Room. And thanks for captaining that ship for the last 2 years. You're a good man. What could possibly be more important than helping to get great music discovered by more people? Bless you for it, and best wishes for continued success.
Hi everybody, a spontaneous video. We have to make it work, otherwise we'll run out of sausages. But I want to say that these two bitches are so happy to have been in the Rua Room and to have worked with Daithi and for the videos and also the videos of the Rua Room. And I had the honor to be the very first movie like 2 years ago, the 1st of September in 2018. And it was great to do, and we're looking forward to have more work together with Daithi. Hi!
There you go, folks. Wasn't that lovely? That's about half. There's a few more to come later on the show, but thank you all very much from Ghent to Nashville and all over the place, Australia. So lovely to hear words of encouragement like that when you're a YouTuber. That's what they call people like me in this business. A new YouTuber is a new tuber, and as I said in a video earlier, you know, to be taken seriously with all these, I don't really know how it works, algorithms and all that stuff. You need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of view time before you're kind of kicked into serious YouTube territory. So I've just passed the around 2,500 hours. So the more you share the videos, the more hours I clock up, and then we're off. But I'm so delighted to have passed the 1,000 subscriber mark. And once again, thanks to all those gorgeous people who took the time to make a little video to congratulate me there. And there's a few more of them which I'll play later on in the show. I'm hoping, all going to plan, in a few minutes I will have G-sharp guitars coming on from Kansas. G-sharp guitars, of course, as you know, G-sharp guitars, as you can see, sponsor. If you follow the Rua Room and you follow Raving with Rua, you'll know that from the kind sponsorship of G-sharp guitars, it allows me to use this tool here, which is called StreamYard. StreamYard allows me to broadcast onto two destinations at once. So it goes live to Facebook, it goes live to YouTube at the same time. Of course, ultimately it stays on YouTube because it is a YouTube channel. But I hope that I will have Alex with us very soon from G-sharp guitars, and that would be wonderful. Absolutely. I want to check the comments again here to see who is on with us. Any more comments coming in there from YouTube and Facebook? It's always great to read the comments. Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Bday, by the way. Yeah, greetings from band 4 Rhythm. He's also on the COVID-9000 playlist. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely. So I don't know if we should or why don't I play the full song while we're waiting for Alex here? I'll play a full song because it's nice to have a bit of a song. I played a bit of it earlier on. This song has become sort of the theme song from the Room, and written by Sarah the Smith and Nils the Caster. And I thought I'd give it a play tonight because I'm enamored by it, and the fact that they were able to put this song together. It really surprised me in the love.
Too late to change him now, too old to learn new tricks. He had his chance a while ago, but never made it stick. And I never heard him play in the Rua room. I saw him on the street, a hat placed at his feet. He sang a song he wrote that day, but people went their way. And I never heard his song in the Rua room. Another time, another place, a different name, another face. Ooh, he got stuck inside a cloud, just himself crying out loud. Ooh.
Too soon to give up now, too young to call it quits. If I could have my way with him, I'd find a shoe that fits. And I
Would make him play in the Rua room. Another time, another place, a different name, another face. Ooh, he got stuck inside a cloud, just himself crying out loud. Ooh. In the Rua room, somewhere around noon, all the flowers bloom. In the Rua room.
How lovely that song is, and wonderful that they came in and did that. What a lovely surprise. In the Rua room, somewhere around noon, all the flowers bloom in the Rua room are the lyrics. Nils de Caster and Sarah de Smith. Thanks very much, guys, for doing that. I was looking at a great comment here from David D. Moore. He said he's having a nice glass of Chateau de Rua. I love it. David's from the Acoustic Yard show in Ireland, in Westport. Lovely, David. I'm not on the Chateau Rouge myself, but will be probably later on tonight. Very cool. Thanks for tuning in, David. It's great to see you. Absolutely lovely. I wonder, could I talk to Jack Rabbit? I see you there, Jack. Come in there for a second, and we'll have a natter. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, kiddo. How you doing? Thanks for joining us here tonight. Are you okay?
I'm doing great. Yeah, how are you?
I am very fine. Thanks for tuning. You're one of the guys with us probably from the start almost. You've seen a lot of videos, and you've been in a lot of you supported a lot of shows.
I have. I'm very glad that you are doing this because it's a great way to see artists from Belgium and beyond and get to know new music. And I don't know where else I would find this plethora of artists. It's crazy.
Ooh, well, fair play to you. No, it's quite a crazy thing. It's been a crazy journey, but a good journey at the same time. And you did a couple of Rua Room rambles, and you did, of course, your main song in the room as well, which was great.
Thank you.
What was it? You did a song called Fine.
Yes.
Wasn't it, in the main room?
Yes, I did.
You did, brilliant. Well, it was great. And you have your stickered guitar behind you there as well. I see. Which part of Belgium are you in again?
I'm in Sin City, St. Nicholas.
You're in Sin City. That's right. That's right. I do like Cindy Class. I've been over there a couple of times. What's is there any kind of a music scene left in Cindy Class or still there or?
There's a great music cafe here called Talassa. They play some blues and jazz, and like they sometimes have some acoustic artists there. And then there's also the Mozzarella where I saw the Vogue a couple years back.
The Vogue played there, yeah, he did.
That was
he did.
great gig.
That wasn't too long ago, was it? That was.
No, I think it's like 2 years or maybe even last year.
Are you wearing a Rural Room shirt, by the way? I can't see it.
I am wearing the Rural Room shirt.
Look at that. I'll put you on full screen there. Hang on. Look at that.
Buy these
direct
at the
from
store.
the Rural Room shop. Fair play.
They're very comfy. They're awesome.
Are they? Yeah, I should order a sample or two for myself, if I if I can sometime. That's great. But I just wanted to say thanks very much for supporting the show. I see Alex from G Sharp there as well. He's just come in. He's obviously having some technical stuff going on, but he's here. Will you join us back later on as well for a drink back when I bring everybody on at the finale?
I absolutely will.
Much appreciated, Jack. Jack. Thank you, Jack Rabbit. Everybody, check out his videos on the room as well. We'll see each other. We'll see each other later on for a wee drink.
We will.
Thanks for dropping in there. See you in a bit. The great man over here in Kansas. All going to plan. Are you there, sir?
Hey, yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you back. How you doing?
All right, fantastic. How are you, Daithi?
Lovely to see you. And again,
to
just to publicly thank you for the great sponsorship. G Sharp Guitars, the world's finest travel electric guitars. It's lovely to have you on the show. And just like I said, to thank you publicly for getting behind me in my own career, but also behind Raving with Rua, our live stream series.
It's a pleasure, definitely.
Afternoon time there in Kansas.
Yeah. It's about 2 o'clock here, so
all right.
Pretty lovely day here.
I'm immediately drawn to a beautiful backdrop behind you there of of gorgeous. Let me get that off the screen. Hang on, my gorgeous array of G Sharp guitars.
Yeah. If you can't see, these were actually hand painted by one of our guys here. He's in Kansas as well, and he does mostly pinstripe on cars, but he did a few on some of our OF1s here. So
that's amazing. And you have because let's start. Just get a brief history behind. You're based in Kansas. I met you and your folks and your lovely bride Amanda were over in Fredrikstad in Norway.
Yeah.
And that's where the guitar originated with Øyvind Fjell, right?
Right. Yeah, my dad is actually from Norway, and he moved here, about 34 years ago. But of course, all of his family's still there. So we go there pretty often, and he went one time and he met Øyvind Fjeld, and Øyvind designed the guitar in the late 90s, I want to say, when he was teaching how to make guitars at the Norwegian Institute of Instrument Making.
Right.
And so he was teaching how to make the guitar, and had a few people have it. Some of his guitarist friends used it, absolutely loved it. So then he found an investor. This was before us. He found an investor, and then he started a production of a bunch of guitars. Then we went over there, and he was trying to get out of that game. He was looking to kind of, retire a little bit, go a little bit, not so in the limelight of everything and having to deal with the business side of things. So he also wanted to work on guitars. He's actually a Fender repairman, luthier.
He is official Fender repairman. Yeah,
right.
He is.
Yeah,
and an amazing guitarist. He's a stunning guitarist.
He's great. Yeah. And now his the Øyvind Fjeld guitar workshop, Guitar Verksted, is under management by Linda Anderson, and she's done a great job to continue on his legacy. So they're doing great over there. And but so anyway, we bought the company and we moved about 800 guitars over here to Kansas from Norway, and and then we've just been kind of continuing from there and working on continuing the legacy, selling guitars in America, because before we moved anything over here, it was very, very not well known in America. Very obscure guitar. So
Of course.
yeah.
It's a very unique guitar. Can you name some of the? I know Mark Knopfler has one. Name some of the artists that have.
Yeah, Mark
G-sharp
Knopfler,
guitars.
Albert Lee, Bernhoft, Jarla Bernhoft. We also got one to Alan Stone, who's a great artist. Uni Wilhelmsen.
That's right, Norwegian artist.
Yeah. Uni,
Of course,
Uni's
John Gorka. I want to.
John Gorka, of
Why
course.
don't we play a little bit? I have a lovely. We have a lovely video here of John Gorka. He's singing his hit song Where the Bottles Break, one of my favorite John songs.
Oh yeah.
I'll play a little bit here of it. This is John Gorka playing his. I'll put it in full screen for a second, but amazing stuff. Further west, it's been gentrified. They turned biker bars into flower shops. Yeah, John's great song of gentrification. I saw him doing that live in the Netherlands, where he picks up this little tiny electric guitar, and people are kind of going, "What is going on?" And the kind of there's a couple of giggles in the audience, and it's great to see the reactions to these guitars. And then he just hits the first chord, and everyone goes,
"Oh yeah,
what was that?"
Yeah. He does an amazing job. And that video was actually, he was in Lawrence, Kansas when I saw him. And he was just a fantastic artist, performer, wonderful guy.
100%. And a lovely man as well. I mean, it'd be a dream to have him here on have him on a Raving with Rua show. Maybe I'll drop him a mail and maybe he'll do one. That would be amazing. But you said Uni Wilhelmsen, of course, another big Norwegian artist who
and she's been on Norwegian TV with the OF1 playing it quite often. She's been on a few times. So, and she's a wonderful, great artist as well.
She's an amazing artist as well.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I know your dad. I'm going to put another little flash of your other project. I mean, from guitars to motorbikes. Tell me about Frankenstein trikes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that your dad does, right?
Right. I do it with my dad. I do the marketing side. It's a company that he started. We actually started making custom chopper motorcycles back in the 90s, around 95, I want to say. And then the chopper craze, custom motorcycle craze, kind of hit America, and kind of fizzled out. There were some EPA regulations and whatnot. So we decided, okay, we want to get into the trike business. So what Frankenstein does is we sell trike rear end conversion kits for most Harley Davidsons, a few Yamahas, a few other bikes. But yeah, what it mostly we do is Harley Davidsons. So a lot of people getting too old, they become injured in some way, and they still want to ride, still want to experience the freedom of riding. So they'll buy our trike kit and put it on their Harley and still able to have those knees in the breeze, as they say.
Knees in the breeze, I love it. Yeah, we get those knees in the breeze. Okay, well that's fantastic. I just wanted to mention that because you do great work over there. Anybody who's interested in Harley World, it's not just guitars. I know. I also saw that at one stage you built a wonderful custom. Speaking of custom builds, you built a custom build guitar for Richard Furtis, the second guitarist of. Remind me?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, thank you.
Yes.
The non-top hat wearing guitarist from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, we spent about 2 years doing R&D with him. to make a baritone. He had a Gibson baritone. He wasn't quite satisfied with it, and he wanted something that was a bit more personalized. So we spent about 2 or 3 years in between tours working with him to get the exact perfect baritone sound that he wanted. So yeah, we made a baritone. I don't have one here with me, but it has Lawler gold foil pickups and a bit of scroll work and everything, and it's a very beautiful guitar, handmade.
It is. I saw there is a video of it floating around, of course, on YouTube. If anybody wants to see that, or go to G Sharp Guitars, I'm sure is linked. It's linked to the website, right?
Yep. Yeah, we have that video on our. I think we have it on our website. We have it on our Facebook, Instagram, all of that. So
brilliant. Yeah, please follow along, folks. There, and anybody, I know that my friend in Germany, who I'll be speaking to in a moment, Chris, he says he hasn't got mine yet, but I promised to get one, to order one. A lot of people want them in their collections, and I understand why. And I'm itching for that hand painted one behind you now as well. It's like, oh dear, you shouldn't have shown me that. You shouldn't have shown me that. But that's the danger of it, And but beautiful guitars. I know through the website you'll see there are straight sort of telly style guitars as well that you've made. Very unique pieces, and not overly expensive, folks. I mean, really. I know you very kindly. Anybody who buys the G Sharp from me, by the way, I get a small commission on every sale.
Yep.
So thank you for that. I know I've sent a couple of people your way since we started our arrangement. People come into the Roo Room sometimes, and I allow them to plug them in and give them a go. Anybody who wants to do that anytime, if you live near me here and you want to try one for yourself, by all means. I know you sent me two. The first one was in standard tuning, and it had very heavy strings on it. I asked for like 13 gauge to make because the neck is quite short, right? It's a very short scale.
Yeah, it is a short scale. It's I believe 20.75, if I'm not mistaken, scale length. So typically it does come tuned in a G Sharp, hence our company name, G Sharp Guitars.
But Ivan said that tuning sounded kind of best. He
actually made the guitar based on the tuning. He had that tuning in his head and just wanted to make a guitar based on that, without having to use a capo, of course, because when capos are great, but they can affect sustain and sound a little bit, So he wanted to do something without using a capo, and that's one thing that inspired him to make the guitar. Yeah,
that's how it came about. It's an amazing story and wonderful. I love the Kansas Fredrikstad Norwegian link, and it was just It was also wonderful. I happened to be doing a house concert nearby at the time. And to be able to meet not only you and get the wino, one of my guitars off you, one of my G Sharps, in Oslo train station, and then a few days later meet your fiance at the time and your mum and dad, and Ivan Fjell, all in Fredrikstad at the one time.
Yes.
It was brilliant. And
I still hold very dear to my heart the memory of you serenading us with the Every Part of Me, the Steve Earle cover.
Oh, I did a pre-wedding song for you. That's
yes,
right. Yeah,
it was
we
beautiful.
have that on video. Yeah,
yes,
it was. Will you give my love to Amanda and all and the family? And,
of course.
And I want to thank you very, very much for taking some time out of your busy day to come and talk to us here.
Oh, my pleasure.
And once again, folks, as always, as I said, you've seen the live streams. You know that I always give G Sharp Guitars the sponsor of the live stream plug, because they really are the world's finest travel electric guitars, and thanks for everything you do. I will be saving up to maybe get that hand painted guitar behind you. If Chris Link doesn't get there first, I might have to jump in. Thank you very much, Alex.
Congratulations on getting 1,000 subscribers and a 2-year anniversary. It's amazing the work that you do for everyone in the area, all the musicians that you help. You really do amazing work. It's great.
I appreciate you saying that. You have a great day out there. Upward and onwards, as I said, we'll keep promoting those great guitars, and you keep building them for us. And maybe when I get old enough, I'll get myself a Harley and a kit, and I'll ride into the sunset with my G Sharp guitar strapped to my back. Who knows?
Sounds perfect. You know who to talk to when that time comes.
Absolutely, I do. Alex, have a great day over there in Kansas, and thanks very much again. G Sharp Guitars and Alex Pedersen there, folks. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. What did he say? Knees in the breeze. Was that what he said? Yeah. That's fantastic. Knees in the breeze. I wouldn't mind having my knees in the breeze. Or in Ireland, it could be 4 sheets to the wind. That's a thing we do. Also, you can have your knees to the breeze when you be 4 sheets to the wind. That's a whole other thing. Santé Alamal. I'm on the Cava tonight. Sava Cava. Wow, that was already over an hour. Hard to believe. My next guest, folks, I'm delighted that my next guest is here with us. Her name is Meredith McClung, and she is the CEO of Kaiser Capos. But before I introduce that lovely lady, I would like to play a little video for you. Have a look at this video before we talk to Meredith. You'll be pleasantly surprised. It's wonderful.
You don't get anywhere without moving forward.
She's like the rivet of the Kaiser Capo that holds all of us together.
You don't grow without change.
I just thought it was so cool that she runs everything. I mean, you don't see that a lot.
And you don't look back on 40 years as an industry leader without also looking ahead. It's with a leap forward that Kaiser changed the music industry forever. It's with another leap forward that we celebrate our future and honor the women that will take us there. Introducing the second of our 40th anniversary signature series. This is the Meredith Signature Quick Change Capo. Powder coated in a new candy teal finish with our unique low tension spring, specially engineered for equal tuning across the fretboard. The Meredith represents more than just the future of acoustic guitar or the future of Kaiser musical products. It represents the future of leadership in music and beyond. Under Meredith's guidance, Kaiser embarks on another 40 years of innovative manufacturing and connecting with all of the artists that make our legacy possible. We'll never forget where we came from. Let's start thinking about where we're going.
There you go, folks. Please welcome to the show the wonderful Meredith McClung. Once I get her on full screen. Hello there.
Hi.
I have to unmute yourself, or did I mute you? No, I didn't. Hi, Meredith.
Hi.
You have a beer?
Yes.
You got a beer? Yeah, I have. It's 8 o'clock somewhere, as we say, Meredith.
Exactly.
Oh,
We say 5 o'clock.
What are you on? Shinerbach.
Shinerbach.
Sláinte, girl.
Sláinte.
Shinerbach. Sláinte and Sláinte va. Meredith McClung. There must be a Scottish connection somehow with a name like McClung. There has to be.
We have family traced back to Scotland and Ireland, Limerick, Ireland.
Limerick. Wow. Okay.
Pretty far back. Pretty far back.
Have you ventured across the water to Ireland to
Yes.
look for your roots yet?
Yeah. Yes. I got to take my parents with me, and it was beautiful. It was the summertime. It was perfect, and so we had a great time. We were in Dublin most of the time, but we ventured out.
Yeah.
I want to go back.
Wonderful. Were you lucky with the weather, or was it crazy wet or windy, or what did you get?
It was perfect. It was July. It was after July 4th. It was so funny because we were in the UK for July 4th. The Americans were.
Mm-hmm.
And so we ventured over to Ireland to visit with our distributors, our former Irish distributors. And the weather, that was sunny. There was no rain while we were there. It was perfect.
You were so lucky.
Yeah, that's what they kept telling me. They said,
yeah,
that's normal.
Brilliant. Well, look, come here. 40 years of Kaiser Capos. It's hard to believe. And you are the first CEO, female CEO of a Kaiser company anywhere ever. Is that correct? You said that to me.
That's correct.
No mean feat.
My uncle Milton is the one that invented the Kaiser Capo and started the company back in the late 70s. 80 was the official year that he really started them. But he invented it. He bought an additional patent. He flew to Germany because he had drawn out the drawings for the machinery he would need to make them.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, it's a pretty intricate design.
Absolutely.
And so flew over to Germany to have the machines made because we're Kaisers and Germans make some of the best machinery out there. Brought him back to Texas and started making capos in his garage.
What? That's an amazing story. What do you remember from that time? I mean, I won't ask you how old you were in 1980, but
In 80, I was barely 3, so all I knew. So he was still working.
but you met the man, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. He was,
Yeah.
lovely.
You remember him, I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've always had a close relationship. And so the bond just grew over years because I was a musician. I went to college for drums and harmonica scholarship. And so it's just, I've, been into music my entire life. And so that's how we connected.
Okay. So he was already sort of in the industry and building away.
Oh, yeah.
Was so the company became sort of, it sort of launched well before that, but 1980 was the real kickoff point for the company. Yeah.
That's about when he would make his capos. He would take a dozen or so to these little clubs in an area of Dallas called Deep Ellum. And he would hand out the capos to the musicians and say, look, if you like what you see, give me a call. And that's how he started his business. He was literally, we call it beating the bushes.
You going literally peddling it like from place to place and going to gigs and saying to guys, try this. Yeah, really.
Gigs in clubs that were small and dark and probably a little seedy and stuff. A country boy, he didn't finish the 2nd grade. He quit school because he hated it, because he said he would prefer to pick cotton versus going to school.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Okay. Sounds a little bit like my story.
Yeah.
I prefer to be doing gigs than be in school. Yeah.
Came from a really poor family. That's him in the front with the overalls.
Oh, look at that. What a great picture. Let me just take off that website for a second so I can get a good look at that. There he is in the front. And that's his family, is it?
Yes, he's standing. So my great grandmother is the lady right here. Well, let me see if my fingers. That's my great grandmother. That's my grandmother, and that's of course, yeah. So
that is a wonderful picture to have.
Yeah.
So tell me about your company have made a couple of capos for me, personalized capos. That's something you really pride yourselves on. And of course you have the real estate on the capo to do that as well.
Yes.
There are a lot, everybody from Bruce Springsteen right down to me have a custom capo. Roughly when did that start happening in the history of the company? Do you know?
That started in 2008 when Milton invested in a UV printer. When he did his research and found out that the UV printer could print anything, any type of logo. See, this is the regular capo.
What's on the side of that one now? The other
so
side.
There's this, and our local community had a big East Texas musical festival.
City Fest, wonderful.
Yeah, and so we made these for them to give away to artists in exchange for some sponsorship credit, and we get to do stuff like that all the time. Instead of just donating money, we're able to donate products, which get into the hands of the artists, and that's where we want our capos.
Oh, that's where you want them, of course, and which is what you do for me, and I greatly appreciate that, and I want to thank you publicly on this special show. Maybe if you like, we'll do a longer show at a later time.
Sure.
Perhaps just dedicated to Kaiser, and maybe we can invite some Kaiser artists to maybe perform some of the videos in between what we're talking about here. That'll be a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
If the company are up for it at a later time,
Meredith,
absolutely, that'd be great.
Good Texas artists.
Do you have the 40-year Meredith capo with you there by any chance?
I have. This is cool.
A jar of stuff.
And I don't have the Meredith capo.
But it's gorgeous. I was curious, was there a reasoning behind the particular color, which is a beautiful, what is the bluey green?
No, they surprised me with it. They invited me to the office one day, and I went up there, and my parents and family were there, and they presented me with that video that you played before the show started, and then they revealed the capo to me. I had nothing to do with it. In fact, I was I don't know what the word is. I don't like a lot of attention on me, that type of attention. And so that was not easy. I was happy to do it for Milton, but when they did it for me, I was not. I was shocked.
Were you shocked? Do you play guitar even?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the start. That's a start, eh? It'll be worse if you didn't, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I showcase the product, which is the main thing.
Yeah, indeed. but it's a beautiful looking.
I love it.
When I put in my next order, I might
Oh,
have to get one of those City Fest.
We'll send you. We've already got a list of people that we're sending them to.
Oh, wonderful! It's great. That'll be lovely. I'll be the envy of all my capo friends. I have a Daithi's Capo Club is on Facebook, by the way, folks. If you are on Facebook and you love or use Kaiser Capos, have a look at Daithi's Kaiser Capo Club. You'll find loads of pictures of artists, and it's a great little hangout club there for capo fanatics. As I said, I've been using them easily since the early 90s, maybe late 80s. A lot of traditional. I saw them first, I think, when guitarists who back traditional Irish music, people who play in dad tuning, for example. Had this because of quick change. You can go. You're playing in the key of D, and you grab the capo, and you quickly go up to F or G.
Yeah.
And I was amazed by that, and of course I started using them for the same purpose, the quick change. I suppose that's probably the same a little bit in bluegrass music or whatever, but certainly in the Irish trad music.
So you got yours in Ireland, right?
I started using them in Ireland, but I was living in Belgium already before I got the custom capo made for me.
But so Ireland and Canada and Japan, those were our first deals with countries outside of the United States, where our capos immediately were #1 sellers because those distributors worked really hard. We got ours from Keynote.
Keynote Music were the big distributors in Dublin of Kaiser. Yeah,
they sold capos, and they really cornered the market for Kaiser starting in the 80s. And it was just a handshake deal between Keynote and my uncle Milton. And they made it what it is in Ireland, and we're forever grateful for them.
That's also a great story. They really did get behind them. I remember that when I was dealing with the capos and I needed stock or I needed stuff, I was always talking to the guys in Dublin, and they were very supportive of me. And yeah, like you are. And that's what I love about Kaiser Capos, that you're not just a company that makes capos, sells them out, makes your money. You really get behind artists big and small, and that's so big kudos to the company for that.
Thank you.
Speaking for myself, and I know other artists, Martin Pretorius in Germany, and different people that I know who have been using Kaiser for years, are very appreciative of the fact that you guys, get behind the smaller fish, as well as the Springsteens of the world.
The Springsteens are great, but the artists, the smaller local artists, those are our lifeblood, and we like to do whatever we can to make them successful.
Yeah, indeed. Well, on that note, sláinte again. That's not that. That's only water. That's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what
did I do? I need the. I'm on the Cava tonight. I'm celebrating because as you know, 1,000 subscribers plus, and then
2 years.
I'm being very vulgar with a normal glass. I'm drinking it almost out of a bucket here.
No,
don't worry about that. I keep knocking over champagne flutes and smaller glasses. So
you drink our champagne out of a mason jar.
I was going to have it in a Daithi Room mug actually, just for the crack, but it didn't happen. So have you've been to Ireland? Did you go to Scotland as well and have a look? Yeah, you did. Great. So
we were at the top. We went from Scotland down to Brighton to see our UK. We had 3 distributors in the UK, and so we did just a tour and a loop and ended up in Ireland.
So okay, so of course you took in the holiday as well as the business end of things and that. Have you heard from Randall Williams at all over the years?
No.
I mean, Randall was a great promoter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Randall was really a big proponent and pushed our shortcut capo. And he was so great about having workshops with veterans that would come home from the war, wounded veterans. Maybe they had a limb taken off, and he would teach them how to play guitar using a shortcut capo with one finger. They would play "Blown in the Wind."
I saw videos of him doing that.
Yep.
Like you said, literally, brought tears to my eyes, seeing a veteran, maybe only one finger left, as you said, playing a guitar, and playing three chords. A D, G, and an A.
Yeah.
Randall was there teaching these vets to do that, and he did amazing work. And I love the fact. I love that I met Randall, and I love that he introduced me to you guys.
Yeah.
And I'll thank him forever for that. He's teaching people how to fly planes now.
Planes, boats. I don't jump out of. He took me skydiving for my first time.
Did you really?
Yes, it was great. It was fun. It was a rush, but one other thing I'll say about Randall, he may listen to this, he may not, but he was also a really big supporter of women in the music industry. It's not easy.
Very much so.
Not easy to be a woman in the music industry when it's mostly big, powerful men, but Randall...
It is not. Paul, my friend in Germany, sorry to interrupt you, just said, yay, first female CEO. Absolutely,
Thank
Paul.
you.
Absolutely, Paul. Yeah, so it is not easy being a woman in this industry.
No.
In any regard or in any aspect of it, I think.
I agree.
And so we need more of that, and we need more female world leaders, in fact,
Yes.
to take us out of the dip we're in right now. But
so segueing it from Randall into veterans, so two of our big causes that we support financially and with sales, we love. There's a company. It's called Guitars for Veterans. And we make a special capo instead of strings. They're a lighter gauge for those that may be playing with prosthetic hands and arms.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a special gauge that anybody can order them. But 100% of those proceeds go to Guitars for Veterans. And it's this in every major city in the United States. If you are suffering from PTSD, you can go into Guitars for Veterans, get a free guitar, get all of the gear merch from us that you need, and learn how to play guitar. And it's therapy. And
it's amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing work. Is all of that linked from your kaisermusical.com? Can people find links to...
They can find all of this on Kaiser.
All of those organizations.
Absolutely.
Something beeping in the background. I don't know if that's me or you.
Drive me.
I don't know what it is. Sorry. So all of that is linked from kaisermusical.com, and they can find what they need to find from the web.
100% from there.
100%. Absolutely. Well, look, I know we only kind of scratched the surface,
yes.
But I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day over there in Canton, Texas. What's the weather like in Canton, Texas today? Is it okay?
It's hot as hell over here.
Hot as hell. I love your your accent.
It is.
It's hot as hell in Canton, Texas.
Hell. That's why we have cold beer.
That's right. Well, keep the beer going. As I said, thank you so much. I much appreciate you being here to talk about Kaiser. I love the company. Always have. I'll be with you for a long time to come. I know a lot of the viewers watching this use Kaiser capos too.
Thank you.
And thanks again from the bottom of my heart for the.
You.
Pardon?
Congratulations to you. 2 years.
Thanks very much, and I really look forward to promoting the Rua Room capo as well. That's on the way. That's on the way, and I look forward to promoting that. Meredith, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day out there in Canton, Texas.
Thank you. My pleasure.
See you soon. Bye bye. Wonderful. How's that, folks? KaiserMusical.com. Lovely chat there with Meredith McClung, the first female CEO of Kaiser, and indeed of any capo company on the planet, so I believe. And thank you so much, Meredith, for your time and energy today, for doing that. I want to play another little bit of that video before we get the rest of my guests on here. Some people sent in some lovely well wishes from around the globe. Let's hear some more of them.
Hi.
I woke up this morning, went down to the room. Yeah, I woke up this morning, went down to the room. With 1,000 people there in a room for my bazooki, I brought my spoon. Good man, Daithi. Greetings from the wilds of Offaly here in Shinrone. And congratulations, 1,000 subscribers. Well done. Lovely thing that you're doing, and love you, brother, and very best of luck to you and continued success with the Rua Room.
Hi, Daithi. David D. Moore here from the Kisigi Yard. Congratulations on the 2 years with the Rua Room, plus 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Well done, and I'd say in another year or so you'll have your own media empire. Congratulations again, my friend. Okay, cheers.
All right, Daithi and everybody at the Rua Room. Congratulations, 1,000 subscribers to the Rua Rooms. Thank you so much for all the music that you're providing, Daithi. Hank Riddell here in Cork. My friends and I are looking forward to the next Rua Room session. Keep them coming, and we'll see you all soon. Take care, everybody. Take care.
Sweet. You see that crazy man on the spoon playing? Oh, Cormac. Anyway, beautiful words from beautiful people there all over the place. Yeah, that harmonica, as Paul said, that harmonica sounds like a catgut harmonica. Okay, I suppose it does. The spoon didn't help Paul. I don't know what's going on. Well, look, we're nearing the end. I'm going to bring on a few more people here just to speak with them. Anna Geen, let's go with Anna Geen. Let's see if Anna Geen is there. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Good to see you.
I'm good. How are you?
I love your shirt. Love your shirt. Yeah. And your earphones are glowing there. You're at the disco. Yeah, great. No, lovely.
Yeah,
you're
out of space.
Yeah. Big Belgian supporter down the country, Belgium. You've been with us for a long time from the beginning. Really, you've supported a lot of the channel. You bought stuff from the shop. Thank you, and you've always come on and chatted us when we're online doing the live streams. You enjoy the show anyway.
Yeah, I do. You know, and I met a lot of artists through the Rua Room, like Waits and Karel Voets and many people. Jim Kane, the Bootleg Heroes. I can go on for hours if you want.
You did, you did, yeah. We all. I even got a few surprises myself, but it's wonderful to have you here, and as a supporter to the show, and thanks for being here. Let me see who else is here. We have Chris Link. Chris, are you ready to come on there? I'm going to put a few people on screen there as well. Hello, Chris. I'm going to unmute you here. I think your mic might be muted, Chris. Just check if it is. Yeah, your mic is muted there, Chris. I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
There you are. Now it should be okay, is it?
Hello.
Hello, Chris. Chris in Germany. How you doing?
Hello, Daithi.
It's great to see you, Chris.
Congrats for 1,000 subscribers and
thank you, sir.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Where are you in Germany?
Somewhere between Cologne and Düsseldorf, in the Rhine area.
Right. What's the weather doing tonight? Is it calm or is it okay?
It's okay.
It's all right. You're a big supporter of the show. And I like. Do you have a Shannon Bridge hat on you there? Do I see?
I got this Shannon Bridge connection.
You have.
Your cap, you know.
That's right, the Khaleesi Shannon Bridge. You met some of my crew. You met some of my crew before you and I met.
I met your mother. I met your mother 24 years ago for the first time, and then back in 2001, your mother introduced me to your music.
Wow!
And that's where it all began.
That's where it all began.
Yeah, long before Facebook.
Long before Facebook and long before all of this stuff happened, and we eventually we didn't even get to meet until probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I think you came to a gig. You found me at somewhere. You found me at some gig in Germany, and we met for the first.
It was in Remscheid.
Was it?
Yes, wow. near to my actual hometown, Solingen, and I remember that night you were very polite.
Me?
And yeah. You. Yeah.
Was I polite?
And we had a chat, and I highly appreciate your work.
Thank you very much, Chris, and I very much appreciate
your music, your Rua Room, and all this stuff around it. I got fixed to that, and this COVID-1000 thing was awful.
Yes,
I've always been interested in music beside all this chart stuff, and I discovered so great musicians in Belgium through that thing. I'm a real fan of Himshi and Joni Sheila.
You are.
I'm gonna buy their stuff, I promise.
Thank you very much, Chris. You know, go ahead.
Yeah.
You're a big fan. You're a big fan of music anyway, and you're also
Yeah.
a great guitarist in your own right. And we appreciate, you know, musicians and non-musicians on the show. And without listeners and fans, like I said to Anna Gein earlier, without people who listen to music, buy music, and support it, there will be no music industry. And not only are you a great musician, but you're also a great supporter of musicians. You know, and I want to shout out to a Dutchman as well, Harm Landman, who can't be here tonight as well, does the same. He discovers music here or other places and immediately buys the physical disc, which helps the musician so much. And we love that about you guys. So thanks very much for doing that. And hopefully we'll get to meet in Germany sometime soon.
I hope so. And
I hope so too.
I got the idea to see all these excellent artists to perform live.
Yeah.
As soon as possible, as soon as all this Corona thing
as soon as
is
this
over,
Corona crap is gone, we'll have to get back into it.
Yes,
absolutely. I'm wondering. Paul mentioned Solingen. I wonder, does Paul Fogarty has met you? He's German based. I don't know what Paul means by Solingen. Maybe you were at his gig, or maybe he knows you from somewhere else. I'm not sure. Paul, maybe you can let us know what you mean by Solingen there. Maybe did you meet Chris before, or
Paul who? Paul?
Paul Fogarty, the man on the screen, the guest here. There's a little comment there from Paul Fogarty, but
haven't met
I'm
him
not
before.
sure. He's a great German musician, songwriter. But,
okay.
You could check out Paul's work as well. We did a live stream. We did a live stream together as well here. But I'm gonna put a few more people up here. We have Øystein Berntzen over in Hell in Norway. We'll go from Germany to Hell. To Hell or to Germany. Come in, Hell, over.
Happy birthday to
Hello, Mr. Mandolin.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, fucking Ruaroom. Happy birthday to you.
Woohoo!
Look at you, Mr. Bernstein. How are you doing, sir? How was all in Hell?
It's Ginger Joe in Hell.
Sláinte, sir.
Yeah,
there's a small delay on your stream, but that's okay. It doesn't matter a hell. It's party time now, and it's great to see you. Cheers, Anna Gein. Cheers, Chris. Cheers, Øystein Berntzen. You spent lockdown, Øystein, learning mandolin.
Yes, I did. Actually, it's been fantastic. Quarantine past time, but I also
you were using the shortcut capo.
Yeah, but I'm also using this
look
one.
At that.
Being a born Fredrikstenian from the same town as Øyvind.
That's right.
I have my signed G-sharp guitar.
You're trying to make me jealous now, are you?
Yes.
Yes.
And with the acoustic bridge.
Stop it. Go away. Okay, you're off. You're off the stream. Go away.
Sorry.
Next. We'll go back to Germany. Hold on a minute. We'll go back to Germany. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, I played that acoustic bridge in your house in Hell, and in Norway, and yeah, you're from Fredrikstad, of course, so you know Ivan very well, and that acoustic bridge that he doesn't do anymore, unfortunately, that maybe he'll redo it again, and once he does, I'm going to try and get the new prototype off him and see how that goes. I'd love to try it out. It sounds amazing. I know Uni Williamson probably uses the acoustic bridge version as well, does she? Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. And I've also put acoustic strings on it to make it even more even sound better. So,
yeah, it does. They say acoustic strings are the way to go.
Yeah,
absolutely are. That they're a lovely Lovely instrument, and good luck with the mandolin as well. It's also a lovely instrument. Oystein, by the way, folks, was in a band called Lassie and the Lads. He has a Rule Room Rambles on the channel that we did one late night. There you go, Lassie and the Lads, good man. He's a great man for the promo. Lassie and the Lads were a huge band on the Norway scene in the late 90s or early 2000s, was it?
From the
I
early
get confused
2000s.
with the rears. Early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of
the
time in
late-
Norway,
to
so
the
I
late
get confused.
2000s,
Yeah. Brilliant, and you're doing all right. So you have a military career over there you work in logistics in
Yes, I
Lieutenant
do.
Bernstein.
Well,
At your service.
it's more like captain at this time.
Oh,
but-
sorry, excuse me, Captain Bernstein. Sorry, well, you're right. No, correct me if I'm wrong. So, Captain Bernstein, how's the corona affecting work? Military stuff? Is it
military stuff? It's really not affecting a lot. I'm at work as I've been at work for the whole corona period, and had a little pastime in quarantine for about a week or so, but I came out of that. I've been at work ever since. So it's
all right?
it's been-
Do you guys all have to be tested automatically, or not really?
no.
Not in Norway. No.
No, we've had. It's not been spreading quite as big in the area where we live around here. So it's been quite good here.
You've been
over
lucky, yeah.
Over the period of the whole corona situation, we have about 12 infected in the municipality.
Okay.
Yeah.
That isn't so bad.
No, it's not. So
That's actually not too bad at all. So it's kind of lucky, but yeah, these times like this, as Chris will tell you, and you know, it's also a good time to focus on the music and stuff like that. Just to reply to Chris's message, Paul said, "I played maybe 3 times in Tom Bobadil pub in Solingen. Do you know that pub, Chris?"
I know that pub, but actually, I haven't seen him perform there. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Well, check out Paul's live stream when you get a chance.
I will.
You'll love what Paul does. He's a great singer songwriter. Australian man based in Germany. But yeah, fantastic. Marika, you want to come on and say hi? Are you there, Marika Sloven? Maybe we can bring you on. Give me the nod if you're ready to come on and say hi. Marika? Yeah. Will I give you a... There she is. I hit you by surprise. It looks like you were typing something to me on Facebook, but I wasn't sure. How are you doing,
I'm
Marika?
about to turn into a pumpkin. I'm a folk musician.
Oh, you're
not much
fading,
of a
were you? I'm
midnight
sorry.
rock.
We kept you long. I know. We
Sorry,
kept you
you're
late.
fine.
Say hello to
No
Marika,
worries.
everybody. It's Marika. Marika is from America, and she lives in Brussels. Say hi.
Hi, friend.
Hi, it's Marika. How are you doing, girl? You're all right. You're fading. You were doing yoga all day. You're exhausted. Are you?
Yeah, that's, yoga folk
Yeah.
musician. I think I was born in the wrong decade.
Born in the wrong decade, were you? Tell me a little bit quickly there about, or not quickly, but tell me briefly about guiding song in your work. I want to put up a
Yeah.
website here. I
Oh,
want to put up
sure,
a
thank
website about
you.
what you do, just because you do great work with immigrants in Brussels and
What
yeah.
don't I do? Yeah, no,
Don't you
I developed a method of songwriting with a colleague years ago, and I call it story to song, and I work with people writing songs from their spoken stories. So they share a story, and in the spoken word, which I think is kind of that more raw, unfiltered way of
Yeah,
sharing
I'm
a
looking at
story.
your
It just
website here,
comes
yeah.
from that deep place inside.
Sure.
And I work as kind of a musical guide, which is why I am guiding song, literally. So here
Yeah.
in Brussels, I've been working with refugees and asylum seekers and writing songs from their stories with them.
Yeah, it's great work what you do. You do great work. We met in Brussels a while ago. Marika Sloven, folks. So the website's over there. I will eventually tag that as well down below, so you can check it out later. But
Thanks, and
yeah,
thank you, Daithi, because it's just like, there's so many people out there making music, and technology is great, and social media, and you can share so much, but it's really like folk music, I think, is one of these amazing traditions. This just gets carried on, and but it's a rare thing for someone to really celebrate it like
Yeah.
you do. And so, I mean, and so for me, you know, especially because it's not just music that I'm writing, it's a collaborative experience and it's giving voice to people's real stories. And so the act of writing that music is important, but I think the act of supporting and getting it out so that other people can make personal
That's very true.
connections
Oh,
to
you've
those
got a guest.
people.
Hi, guest.
And my personal Buddha.
Yeah, that's
And we all have stories, including, you know, the four-leggeds. But it's important to get
including the four-legged crew.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's great. I mean, what you do is great, and you've you did perform on the Rua Room as well early on, and you did a lovely ukulele
Pigeon
song.
song.
Yeah, and
It's gonna get out there. It's just gonna go viral one of these days. You know?
It will, absolutely. And we should
People
tell people
love
we're gonna try and make a full album, you and I.
Yes.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
when this thing calms down, you are running a crowdfunding campaign as well. So
Yes.
we'll promote that when we'll do a little live stream together and talk about what you're doing with song and
Yeah, I
the
look forward to it.
immigrants there in Brussels, and we'll get something nice made together. You're just about to leave Brussels, are you, and move somewhere else?
That's the plan. But you know, this year we've had lots of plans.
Yeah. Everyone's had a lot of plans this year, you know. Oh no. Tell me about it.
This is the yoga non-attachment year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
But it's great to be connected with you, Daithi, and all of your music.
Thanks,
folks
sweetie. Thanks.
here.
Appreciate you saying that. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, it's nice to support each other. What we're doing here, we're all trying to get our own song out there, you know, or message or story, or support artists in our own way. And that's really nice. That's really nice. So I appreciate you being a part of the stream tonight. I know you're fading fast there. I won't keep you. Big heart.
Okay.
I won't keep it too long. You can stick around here or head off to bed. Thank you for dropping in there for a few minutes to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll stay connected as we all
Yeah,
do.
we sure will. Guiding Song, folks, is where you'll find Marika's great work. And I just wanted to say hi to her. Namaste, baby. Take care of yourself.
Ciao, friends. Bye.
Good night. Take care of yourself. Let's go and see if I'll bring Jack back in here as well. Marika, take care of yourself. You can stick around or you can head off depending on what you want to do. You all right, Jack?
I'm doing great.
Jack Rabbit is back. He's in the dark, but he's back. Say hello to Jack, everyone. Jack was on earlier on. He filled a little gap when I was trying to reach G-sharp guitars. Yeah. Oh yes, Annageen and yourself, Snap. You both have your Rua Room shirts tonight, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Waits. I kept Mr. Waits.
Rock shirt.
Yeah.
Rock shirt. Say hi to Mr. Waits there, folks, as well. He's been waiting.
Hey, Daithi, congratulations.
Hello.
Thank you, dude. Waits has been waiting a long time there tonight to get
Oh
in.
yes. I've been growing a beard while I was waiting.
Have you gotten to drink, sir?
Oh yes, I have plenty to drink, but it's all empty now. I gladly know someone with an online shop who can provide me with something shortly.
You sure do. Let me find that online shop, because what did you do during the Corona? You decided to open a liquor store. What was tell us about a liquor store.
The thing was I was grounded during COVID.
Yeah.
I work independently, and the guy I work for said just sit this one out. You have nothing to do until COVID-19 is over. So I had to do something. I had to have an income, so I started up the liquor store, liquorstore.net, and to provide.
Liquorstore.net. What a great name.
Yeah. That's where we provide to people with good drinks.
See
good
that, lads? I'm
starters
getting
and
thirsty looking at it. Look at that. It's gins and it's all kinds of stuff.
It's gins, it's whiskey, it's rum, it's everything that's good for you.
Oh yeah, and you're a fan of the Guinness as well, aren't you? So
Yes, I am. I'm a sucker for a good Guinness.
You are,
and I know someone who sometimes drinks one with me.
Yeah, every so often. When we have a chance to meet up in Knessalora.
Yes,
so
the center of the world.
Wheats and Sons folks, you kindly donated to my PayPal earlier. and I much appreciate that. I didn't mention it at the time,
All
but
good pleasure.
you made a donation, and again, that's not the object of the game here tonight. I do have a PayPal link, which just it helps me go out there and film musicians different. It helps buy a cup of coffee or a glass
It gives us all a chance.
And give us all a chance. You have a lovely video on the channel too, which I always joke about. It starts off in Flemish, one ear, prinsessen.
Princess is
That's
one ear, yes.
The Anglified version. I think it's one ear, but I translated it to one ear, princess.
Yeah, one ear. Yeah. one ear. Yeah, it's the Dutch is very easy to understand for all the English. We know.
It is.
It should be your second language.
It should indeed be my second language, if only. Oh, Jack, you're almost disappeared. Oh yeah, the light of the screen is glowing up. So this is what we have left, lads. This is who's left in the team. If anyone wants to say something or has questions, I know, but what a team! What a great team! I mean, I got through a lot of stuff tonight in the stream. I don't know if she'll do it. She's a bit camera shy. Maybe Elle will come on and
come on, Elke!
Come on, Elke! Behind every successful,
behind every drunk man, there's a woman supporting him. Yes,
there's a long-suffering woman who gives up her living room and let's say hi to Elke.
Hi.
Hi.
Behind every successful man, there's a long-suffering woman who.
Behind every drunk man, there's a woman supporting him, driving him home again.
I'm on the wine as well, otherwise I can't do this.
She's on the wine as well, Santa lady. And thank you, Elke kindly loaned me her first her camera to get this up and running. Now we live in a place called Warskut, and soon, thanks to this lady, we'll have a brand new Rural Room studio up and running for artists to come by and record. As you know, sometimes I record for the room, sometimes I do paid work for people, and it's wonderful, and thank you. Look at that.
Oh, so beautiful. Never saw that in public.
No, never saw that before.
They should ban it.
We have to do it. Leave a lecture humor, Walter. I don't understand why.
Not understand myself.
I don't understand. What did you say, Annegien? Did Annegien say something? No, I thought
a little compassion with the single ones.
Oh, I lost you there, but it's okay.
She said a little compassion with the single ones. Just a little.
Compassion. Okay, we'll tone it down. We'll go a bit easier. So for the so Annegien is single. Chris, are you single or attached, or is that a personal question?
No, I'm single.
Single. There you go, girls.
Yeah.
Over to Germany and off you go. Fabulous guitarist there, single. And Chris, what's your favorite guitar at the moment?
She's called.
What's your favorite guitar at the moment?
Actually, it's not Harley Benton.
No, that's okay.
I prefer the vintage guitars by Trevor Wilkinson from Britain.
Oh wow!
Great guitars, low price.
What are they called again, Chris?
A bit Chris. The vintage.
Oh, vintage. They're actually called vintage guitars. Yeah.
Vintage by Trevor Wilkinson.
Right, and they are really good, cheaper guitars and great guitars.
Yeah, mid price.
Lovely.
Best copies you can get for that price.
Oh, when you say copies, are you a Fender man or a Gibson man? When you say copies,
I'm a Gibson man.
You're a Gibson man. Okay,
yeah.
So you're a Les Paul dude. Do you actually own a Les Paul or do you own?
I do. I own 3 Les Paul copies by Vintage, and I love them all.
Great.
These are my favorite live guitars.
That's good. There you go. So you've been playing guitar a long time. It just goes to show you that you don't need to spend thousands of euros on stuff like Gibson when you can get it somewhere else.
I used to play Gibsons that were not as good as this ones. So
okay. So there you go. You never know.
Why So why paying for a name or a brand when you could get guitars that are as good, but not
Absolutely.
expensive? So
No,
what?
exactly, and you don't need to do that. I don't know if any of you guys, Eystein or Jack or what, if you experienced that, but a bit like the Harley Benton story, you know, I don't really promote Harley Benton. They're very, very good on the channel. They've given me a guitar, and I like what they do. Like Vintage, I like what Harley Benton do in the sense that they, you know, you don't need really expensive. What are you playing at the moment, Waits? I know you have a Martin. But you have other guitars as well, yeah.
I play Martin mostly, yeah. But I have other guitars. I have copies as well.
Yeah, me too.
But I love my Martin. It's the perfect sound for me. It's a perfect grip. So yeah.
Absolutely. And Jack?
I have.
Show us what that is there. You have a sticker guitar.
It's by a brand called Freedom. I found this in a thrift store for €80, and I was like, "It's black. It's nice. I want it." The blade is for years, so
you have, and it's a grand guitar. I've recorded that. Eystein Berntsen, Captain Berntsen, Captain, ground control to Major Tom. What are you?
It's more like Sergeant Captain, something like that.
Sergeant Captain. Okay. What do you
I'll upgrade it while we talk.
Talk guitars for a second.
As you know, I'm a Martin man. I have a Martin D28, but I also have this Czech brand called Ayers.
Okay, Ayers. Yeah, I know the brand.
Fantastic instrument.
Absolutely. I played that when I was in your house. Yeah.
So that's an affordable price and it's one of the better guitars I own. So like that.
Brilliant.
Yep.
I love your subtle Ruhr Room sticker in the background as well. Eystein, that's like
it's
there somewhere.
Yeah.
Look at it there. Yeah, that's a nice touch.
I didn't do it in the Ruhr Room, but I did it here.
Well, we kind of did in the room. We did the Ruhr Room Rambles, which is you're entitled to a sticker for that. It's all right. You're all right. There's a Lucas saying, "Hi Elke, stay strong."
Why do you think I'm drinking wine?
That's why she's on the wine, Luke. Very good. Yeah, Luke knows the story. Luke knows the story.
I see our neighbor is there as well.
Yeah, let's talk to our neighbor again. What's she saying? So happy I came to follow this. Discovered so much. See you both in the neighborhood. So we have a brand new subscriber and follower, Ineke. She's about 2 doors down. Inge. Inke Pinke.
Yeah,
is that her name? Hi, Inke Pinke. Thanks for tuning in, Inky Pinky. She's
a great woman.
She
has a lovely
the garden. Tell us about the garden.
Yeah, she has a very, very nice garden, and she opened it up during Corona for people who didn't have a garden, so they could spend time with the children or in the open air and play.
Amazing.
So yeah, she's really amazing.
Great woman.
Yeah, I'm very happy to live next to her.
This beautiful, colourful house. Well, they're colourful people, and they have this beautiful, colourful house just here, a couple of doors down, and this gorgeous garden. And it's always full of butterflies and bees and wildlife.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
And so that's who Inge is. Thank you for dropping in and watching the show. Franz has a message for Chris. Chris, I see you. Franz is stalking you there. I don't know who that is, but she's
a kind of stepdaughter, and she's a great singer. And for 3 or 4 times we did gigs together. I'm not able to sing. She's a great singer, and we had great gigs in our hometown.
That's
hello,
great.
Francie.
Hello, Franske. Nice to see you. Hi, Roger over in Antwerp. It's good to see you too. Sláinte to you. Everybody's got a drink. Should we sing? Let's all sing "Happy Birthday" to the Ruhr Room, will we, for the crack while we're here? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ruhr Room. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray! Hip hip!
Hip hip hooray!
And as 1,000 people go wild and go crazy.
A wave of 2,000 hands.
Exactly. Listen, I want to thank you all very much for dropping in, all the previous guests for talking to us. Guys and girls, keep on following the room. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening. I'm going to wrap it up, and there's still someone singing in the background here. It's okay. From Elke and myself in the Ruhr Room, to you guys, thank you so very, very much, and we'll see each other down the road, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a gut. Have a gut. Tutsiens, and bye-bye, folks. See you next time from the Ruhr Room. Happy anniversary to us, and Skål, Sláinte, Sante, bye. Thanks very much.